I'm also an initiated devotee of Ramakrishna Mutt and read Swamiji's works, complete works, completely. Of course, we at the Mutt believe that he is an incarnation of Lord Shiva. In 1893, Swamiji came here to Hyderabad, and at the invitation of some people here, and he stayed for about a week or 10 days. He gave a speech at the Mehboob College, Secunderabad. His topic was My Mission to the West. This is before he went to the Parliament of Religions in Chicago. From here he went to Kanyakumari, he prayed there and then left for the United States. So the hall in which Swamiji spoke is still there. It is a heritage building, and a plaque there says Swami Vivekananda spoke here, and of course the function was inaugurated by Swami Ranganathananda, former president of the Ramakrishna Mutt. There is a little piece of land between the Mehboob College and the road. So we have, on behalf of the Mutt, we have petitioned the government to give that land so that we can have a Vivekananda center there, center for youth, center for young people. So I think it's moved a long way. It's waiting cabinet approval, and I'm sure one of these days it will be approved, and then within a year we'll have the statue of Swami Vivekananda. We also met the president of our country, Pranab Mukherjee, and he was very happy to say that he would be happy to come to the inaugural function. The second initiative we have taken from the Ramakrishna Mutt is, I believe, and Ramakrishna Mutt believes, and Vivekananda Center believes, that if you want to make this country great, all young people, students going to schools, colleges, should learn the teachings of Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda spoke 100 years back, or wrote 100 years back, but those things are so relevant today. He spoke about women's education, we are not there yet. He spoke about education for all, we are not there yet. A number of things he spoke. He spoke about fearlessness, we are not there yet. So a number of things he said to build India, to make India into a great nation. We are still working. That's good. We are still working on it. That's a good thing. So we thought that if the life and teachings of Swamiji are taught in schools, it will be a wonderful thing. So we went to the chief ministers and all that for a couple of years, and I'm happy to tell you that the 9th class of the Telugu medium will have a 20-page write-up on Swami Vivekananda's life and teachings. So we are trying to duplicate it in English and Sanskrit everywhere, because we firmly believe that if people know Swami Vivekananda, all the young people, I think this country, nobody can stop this country. So therefore we are on the job, and that's not enough, because we are doing in Andhra and Telangana, and we have to go one step further, and to get it all Kendriya Vidyalayas, all India, whole of India's children, lakhs of students should study Swamiji. And I think this is one of the requirements for making this country great. Swamiji spoke a lot about service, Ramakrishna Mission and Ramakrishna Mutt. So he said service is so important, and therefore he said, in fact once he said, I don't want to gain salvation, let me work for India, let me die for India. And if it means 100 times I have to take birth to serve India, let me do it. So that's why Swamiji is called the greatest patriot that India has ever produced. He used to love India like nobody does. So therefore, his cardinal principle was that there is a spark of divinity inside all of us. We are not a body, we are not a mind, not even a body-mind mechanism. We are something more which you can call Atman, which you can call God, consciousness, whatever is there inside us. That's why he called Amrutasya Putraha. All Indians, he said, you cannot think you are weak. You are strong, you are wonderful. You can do anything in this world, provided you want to do. So therefore, he said God is in every man. You want to worship God. We don't know where God is, but so many gods are there right in front of you. Walking dogs, walking gods, talking gods, wonderful gods are there in front of you. So therefore, he said, if you want to serve God, you serve men. This life is short, and he said, but they alone who will live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. So tremendous importance he gave for service to fellow beings. So if you are able to serve other people, that's God's gift to you. Because many people can't serve. Many people end up their life serving themselves. But you are one of those, Tek Sahaba is one of those who are able to serve others. And when you help others, you help yourself. So therefore he says, do service as a worship. Don't do it as something you are giving. Him I call a Mahatman whose heart bleeds for the poor. It is a great privilege to be allowed to worship God by helping our fellow men. God is present in every jiva. The seva all beings is the best service that you can do. Even if you do small amount of work to help others, it awakens the power within. So you become a better man, you become a better person, you become better in all respects by helping others. So therefore, the Tek Seva that is trying to help people, trying to improve the situation in this country, because if this country has to improve, nobody is going to help us. Why should anybody help to improve India? India can be improved by Indians. So all of us, as my predecessor speaker said, we must all think. We don't need a prime minister to say that we should keep our thing clean. We keep our houses clean, but we don't hesitate in throwing garbage outside the house. That's not correct. Outside the house is the road which uses all of us. Outside the house, another person's house. So therefore, if we respect ourselves, respect others, we all pray, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. If God is there in everybody, God is there in our neighbor, you can't throw garbage. So therefore, somewhere I reading that our sages have said, you cannot spit in water, because water is holy. But Ganges, we put all kinds of things into the Ganges. So there's a little dichotomy, little variance in what we say as Indians and what we do as Indians. I think we should bring together, and what we think, what we say, what we do should all be same. And basically, the Prime Minister is saying, I think one of the most wonderful thing that Prime Minister is saying, that be proud of being an Indian. If you are proud of being an Indian, proud of yourself, then you will do wonders. As long as you are not proud, you don't think your country is good enough, you won't do anything. So therefore, you must do a lot wonderful things. Swamiji said, Vivekananda, in the entire Upanishads, if he has to select one word, he would select the word Abhihi. Abhihi means fearless. You know, Abhay, we know. So he said, this fearlessness, this abhihi, this attitude is the most important thing, so that all Indians should become fearless, ferocious, become like a lions, and instead of being like rats living. So therefore he said, you live like a lion and produce great things. So therefore dream of great things, work hard and do things. So the future of our country is all in our hands, and more so in the hands of our children. And therefore we have a lot of responsibility to improve the children and improve in various areas. One area, last area which I want to talk to is malnutrition. There is no reason why a country that can send a rocket to the Mars cannot solve the problem of malnutrition. Our pregnant mothers, our children with less than 1 year or 2 years are not getting nutritious food. So therefore, 10% of India is going to grow up with less nutrition. Less nutrition means we have children who have less intelligence. Sometimes we call them idiots. The problem is when we have less people, more people with less intelligence, they can do anything. They are not worried about the consequences of their actions. So they may commit a murder, they may commit some wrong thing. And sometimes we say that, why did they do that? Why did they do that? If you go to the root, it is because of all of us, we have not taken proper care of young children at this very early age. So therefore, a lot of things to do. I'm sure Tech Seva will take up the malnutrition in a big way, and I wish the conference all success and all the best to you.